A while back, I made a video called From Sensitivity to Strength. It was about seeing sensitivity not as weakness, but as unrefined strength, the raw material of empathy and intuition. Since then, I've been reflecting on what happens after we start to see our sensitivity differently. What does it look like when sensitivity matures into emotional depth? When it becomes something grounded, confident, and quietly powerful? Because if sensitivity is like open water, deep, emotional, reflective, then depth is what happens when you learn to swim in it. It's the difference between being in your emotions and being with them. Sensitivity is the ability to feel deeply. Depth is the ability to stay present with what you feel. One is perception, the other is integration. A sensitive person feels everything. A deep person feels everything, but doesn't get lost in it. That's the shift. From reactivity to response. From emotional flooding to embodied awareness. And that shift doesn't happen overnight. It happens through moments, hundreds of them, when you notice yourself reacting. And instead of judging it, you pause, you breathe, you say to yourself, this too is a part of me. That small act of awareness, repeated over time, becomes the muscle of depth. Emotional depth is what makes people feel safe around you. It's what turns empathy into leadership. When you can hold your own feelings with compassion, you naturally hold space for others without taking on their energy or trying to fix them. You become someone who can walk into a tense room and shift the energy, not by saying anything profound, but by being regulated. That's real strength. Quiet, grounded, magnetic. And it's what creates trust in relationships, in community, even in yourself. Depth grows when we stop trying to avoid discomfort and start getting curious about it. When a wave of sadness comes, instead of thinking, how do I get rid of this? Try asking, what is this trying to tell me? That question changes everything. It moves you from avoidance to connection, from control to curiosity. And curiosity is where healing begins. Because every emotion, even the painful ones, has something sacred to show you. It might reveal an unmet need, an unhealed story, or a part of you that's been waiting to be acknowledged. When you slow down enough to feel without fixing, sensitivity becomes self-knowledge. It becomes wisdom. That's how sensitivity becomes strength, not by hardening, but by softening into awareness. If this message resonates, if you're someone who feels deeply and wants to learn how to transform that sensitivity into grounded strength and secure connection, I'd love to invite you into my free community, Transcendental Mentorship. It's where we explore emotional growth, attachment, and the path from reactivity to presence together. You'll find reflections like this, practical tools, and conversations that remind you you're not alone in the way you feel. You can join through the link below this video. Because your depth isn't something to manage, it's something to master and to share.